blast caused the traumatic amputation of my right leg. The left leg was damaged so severely it could never be repaired, so that had to be amputated in Bastion. On top of that, I broke both my knees, both my femurs, broke my pelvis in 5 places, I broke my back, broke my neck, stove the back of my head in and got a brain injury, and a piece of shrapnel took my right elbow completely off. And then top it off, I took a bullet to the thigh as well, because we was in a contact situation. So yeah, that's, I suppose, what they call a bit of a bad day at the office.
The reason we came into superbike racing really was, it was the biggest challenge out there. You know, motorsport in a car is quite commonplace. There's quite a lot of disabled drivers out there, but motorcycling is kind of unheard of. We broke new ground. Yeah, the key requirement to be a member of 2 Years Racing is to be a military person, whether that is still serving, going through the rehabilitation program because of the injuries or sickness that you're suffering, or as a veteran.
I remember talking to a friend shortly afterwards, and the first thing he said was, you know, don't worry mate, you'll be back on your feet in no time. And straight away, you know, you're seeing the funny side of it. You know, it's gone a bit pear-shaped, but it's not the end of the world. Technically, the blast actually killed me twice. My heart, because of the amount of blood I was losing, my heart stopped beating as I was loaded onto the Mert, and then a second time in Bastion Hospital. But I'm still here, and I always said, if I've got my arms, I can come home at night, I can still give my kids a hug, you know, everything's going to be all right. Hugging your kids just makes everything good, so it's, you know, it's not the end of the world.
The speed element's great, and you've almost, to be fast, you've almost got to scare yourself, because you're not going to get anywhere, and if you tootle around and you're not scared, you know, and you'll see that sometimes you'll go into a corner and you'll be like, ah, and you outbrake yourself, and you like grit your teeth, fire around the corner, and you're like, I can do that. So the next lap, just do exactly the same again. Boom, you know you can do it in the corner. It's just putting yourself through that. You know, it's making yourself push that limit, and that's what you've got to do in this class.
When I first started, I really used to get excited about it. I'm not saying I don't get excited about it now, but I'm doing it now for a slightly different reason. That's you know, the team is here for a reason. So for me, I've got a slightly different motivation to be riding. I still get that feeling when I roll down pit lane, and I know, and when you're out on the grid as well, you get excited. So it is a buzz, but I'm mindful that this is giving other people opportunities as well. So that's, you know, that's a factor.
When you sort of leave the forces in the style that I did, sort of, you know, in a quick bang and I'm out, the thing that's taken away from you is a lot of the camaraderie and the banter and that sense of belonging and sort of family, essentially. And we get it back here, you know, we're all under pressure to get the bikes out, which I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but it's very similar to being on the battlefield. You know, you're sitting around for quite a long time, and all of a sudden it's all go, everyone's up and rushing around to achieve the same goal, essentially. And yet we can all sort of rib each other whilst doing it. You know, there's a lot of inter-service banter, as you may have noticed. There's one chap from the Royal Navy that no one speaks to, but it is, you know, it's a good laugh, and it really is sort of great to be involved with.